Hello everybody, welcome back to Wolfeei Extras. Today we're going to be doing a Reddit Roundup, guys, it's back! But I don't know for how long, because the reason I didn't do Reddit Roundups is because there is very little content to work with, but now that MCC is finally back, we can do MCC Reddit Roundup, whatever number it is. I think we're in the 20s somewhere at this point, maybe. I haven't kept track. It might be like 18 or like 20 something. Anyways, MCC Reddit Roundup. Before we get into it, I will be live at 7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. Eastern, just playing some Minecraft. So if you want to hang out, it's Sunday, so if you want to hang out, you better be there. Twitch.tv/Wolfeei. Link in the description. Alright, moving on to the actual content of the video. So, MCC Reddit Roundup, we'll get into it. But the reason why, like I said, there's not a lot of content. Now we can look at it because obviously Teams came out and people actually post memes and content regarding the event. But first, we're gonna have to go through a couple team announcement posts because those are the most upvoted, for the most part at least. Starting off with the Pink Parrots MCC Season 4 kickoff team announcement. I do want to say something about this. I'm not going to address every single team, but the reason why this one is particularly interesting is because within less than a day, it became like a top 10 upvoted post within the past year. It took less than one day for people to be like, oh my god, to upvote it enough to make it a top post, which is incredible. To be fair, it makes sense. I know that Reddit is really Hermit-sided, and I obviously think that's cool and awesome. And obviously this is a full Hermits team. Not only does it have two newcomers, both Hermits, it has an Impulse and Skizzleman duo, super iconic. Obviously they've been friends for ages. Etho is back for a second time now, coming off of a very solid first event performance. Will be fun to see him in the mix here. And Tango being a relatively surprising newcomer. People knew that Tango, obviously was interested in MCC, or at least watched it before. But I think Tango had previously said that he was a little bit hesitant to join. But anyways, very exciting. Moving on though. The red team, which is Feinberg, obviously Feinberg, Shield Chaos, both two newcomers as well. Very exciting for the Reddits too. And then obviously you have another Hermitcraft centered team with a Shane and Joel duo and Azuma as a potentially surprising newcomer, which is very fun. So yeah, those are the three top upvoted team announcements for this cycle, which makes a lot of sense. It's Hermits and then the best Minecraft player of all time. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, then there's the name announcement. There's another, Iskal returning, also super hype. Finally, some memes. Probably the thumbnail, but memes, let's go! Watching Fine and the S-tiers battle for first versus watching Skiz and Tango battle for not last. Hey, I respect it. Honestly, I already said this. And this is a good thing, by the way. I think the bottom 10 might be more interesting than the top 10 this time. And maybe this is unpopular opinion, but I care way more about the bottom 10 this time around than who gets top 10. I could not care less. I'll be completely real. Because it's going to be like, oh, Shane gets like first, and Feinberg is going to get top 5, and whatever, right? Unless there's a big surprise. That'd be cool. But, I care way more about seeing who gets last and who gets, like, not last, and seeing if somehow someone on the pink team can manage to outfrag Scar, because I think that's their goal for this event, if I remember correctly. And I love that. That's great. So I really want to see that happen, which would be very exciting to watch. Next up is the Cyan team. Obviously makes a lot of sense, too. To be highly upvoted, Small Ant Newcomer has been super highly requested, plus an Ant Trio, one of the Reddit's most requested things to happen in the past, like, year or two. Since Ant Venom joined, I think it was, like, super frequently requested, but nobody ever figured out who the fourth would be, and I don't think anyone expected Elena to be on there, but I actually think Elena fits super well, so very fun team here. Yellow Yaks makes sense, with the Fruitberry Troll, and then you have Aqua Axolotls, some returning people and whatnot. Quig Copium obviously was going to be highly upvoted as well. Let's keep it real. Look, the Reddit loves Quig. I understand Quig is like an iconic MCC player. I don't know if Quig is going to return anytime soon. This is just, by the way, me predicting. I haven't spoken to Quig in many, many years. But it seems like he's kind of just focusing on other stuff right now. I mean, I don't know how much content he still does or makes, but I guess we'll see. Maybe Quiggle will come back one day, but I think it's probably unlikely. Team announcement meme, Azuma and MCC. Smith and MCC. Oh, Feinberg and MCC. And then reaction, Iskal returns, Ties and MCC. Ties, I have learned, is the pink team. Tango, Impulse, Etho, Skizzleman. They were in that specific order for that reason. So, I've been educated on Hermitcraft lore, okay? I mean, I might not be watching Hermitcraft a lot, but I have been caught up on the lore. A little, well, not really. Only a little bit. Purple, not an MCC. Yeah, heartbreaking, I know. Sag. Orange team. Neb. Oh yeah, Neb left the All Things MCC channel. And I think also the content sphere in general. I saw some stuff about that on Twitter. I don't know the ins and outs of this. I don't know how serious of a topic it is, so I don't want to like go deep into it. But I know Neb is kind of just taking a step back. Obviously, like I said, left the All Things MCC team. And I wish the best for Neb. I know he also a little while ago decided to leave Block Wars. I don't know if he's left any other events in the meantime too. I don't know what other events he was in, but yeah, good for Neb or not. I don't know. I hope he does well though. Yeah, teams, whatever. Felt like this is appropriate. Look, I think this is because on stream I was like, guys, look, I'm gonna say this before it happens. So I'm gonna predict the amount of Reddit memes for Feinberg, because obviously Fine's known as like the best Minecraft event player right now. I don't know how like confident or how strong of a performance he will have in MCC, because MCC is a little bit different. I mean, it's way more team focused than any other event. It's way more team oriented, so it is really difficult for one solo player to completely carry a team. But it's not impossible necessarily. It's not impossible. Also, side note, just noticed that my my audio on OBS is quiet. It's 1 sec. I think that's the right slider. I don't know. I just pressed something. Anyways, moving on. How many centimeters it takes to do a 360 for MCC players? Oh, this is based on DPI and sensitivity. Okay, Shane has the highest apparently. That's kind of insane, low-key. Fruits, hello? Fruit sensitivity is a ninth of Shane's sensitivity. What? Shane's sensitivity is 9 times... Yes, sorry, math. 9 times higher, hello. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Shane and Fine are obviously incredible players, so I'm sure that they can handle it, or you know, they can manage to work with this super well. But I could never. I don't know what my DPI or sens are. I mean, I'd be willing to figure it out if someone tells me how to do it, but I don't think I would be able to compete. I think my mouse has like a button that goes from silly normal mode here, this normal, and then I press up and then boom, goes way faster. Oh, you can't see my mouse. Oops. Anyways, we back. Yeah, Rivals also announced. I didn't actually look at that because there's been some updates, but not like a crazy amount. I know people have been kind of worried about Coldy not being on this anymore. I don't think that means that Coldy's not playing. I know that Twitch is a silly website, and sometimes they decide to just take people off of a thing when they are still meant to be playing. So maybe he is not going to be playing anymore. Who knows? But I think he's probably fine. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, Season 4 announcement. Purple passing the torch. Yeah. Purple's obviously not in this event, so Fine will be taking his place temporarily, I guess, which is very interesting. I don't know. I feel like Fine definitely won't have a super purpled-like performance, or not a current purpled-like performance, but I also don't think he will have a purpled first event performance, because if I pull that up on another tab, a little bit of a womp embarrassing moment from Purpled there. Was he in the last event? I can't find... Oh, this is the current event. 1 sec. Anyways, I know Purple placed, like, out of the top 10 somewhere. Reefy stats is not working. But yeah, Purple placed, like, out of the top 10 somewhere. Don't remember exactly what spot he got. According to my research, which is Reefy stats, he got 15th on his first event. Nice! A good one! Obviously, first event. It's just more difficult. I also don't remember how strong of a team he had, but yeah. Not sure if people should expect Feinberg to absolutely smoke everyone. Obviously, the comp this event is a bit lower, but it's still not going to be easy. If he does well, if he gets top 5, it should still be seen as a good performance. If he gets top 5 and I see a single person be like, kinda low, he kinda sucks. Shut up. It's that simple, okay? It's not that easy. You have never played MCC before, okay? So it's not that easy. Anyways, moving on. I made these skins a year ago. Is there a chance at least? If you can if you manage to get Etho to change his skin, then sure. I don't think that's happening. I saw someone make skins for the team again, similar to last time, where everyone just dressed up as Etho. I don't know if they're gonna do that, but yeah. Honestly, I would just say that this team should just run their vanilla skins and just kind of go at it. You know, they are team ties after all. Dress up in your usual attire. I mean, you have a whole theme behind your team. Unless you just add a tie to everyone's skin, that would be kind of cool. These guys all have like bow ties or whatever, but hey, cool enough. MCC Team 1, surprise, we're streaming today raising money for Gamers Outreach. You know, it's funny enough, in retrospect, this could have totally just happened. Seeing the amount of hermits that were in this event, I don't know why Gem or Pearl weren't in this event. Maybe they weren't available, not interested in playing, whatever, right? But this could have totally happened with like an S tier on the team, like you know, like a fruit or a Pizza Hut. You know, one of those could have happened totally. So yeah, I mean, hey, you know, this is a pretty funny post in retrospect to look at. That would have made what, 12 hermits? God. That's a lot. CPK back with war crimes. Yeah. Oh god. This one was definitely very interesting. I don't think Callum is necessarily super like these predictions aren't like super insane, okay? This could happen. Totally could happen. The main criminal one here is putting Orange team in 9th, because I think that's one of the better teams in this event. I don't think that's going to get 9th. I mean, some people were freaking out about Red in 8th. I think that's possible. Keep in mind, Red Team has 2 newcomers, and it's a slightly lower balanced team than the other teams of this event. So I could totally see Red Team getting bottom 3. Yes, I know Feinberg is Feinberg, but Feinberg's also never played MCC before. He also barely watches it. He will practice, though, which is respectable, but he's still going to be a little bit behind. And he will need to get the experience to properly be able to dominate the event. For the rest, these are pretty solid. Yeah, on stream we watch this video. I always love to be a little bit, you know, picky, or not picky. I love to nitpick the all things MCC videos because it's funny. Obviously, it's all banter. I don't seriously mean like, wow, this Callum guy is really stupid. He put this team in 9th, like whatever, right? No. It's just for fun. But I think, you know, these are not the worst. If we zoom in a bit more, Blue Team is a very strong team. I could totally see that team getting first if there is at least a good amount of PvP. I think if there's no PvP, if there's very little PvP, it might be a little bit difficult. But we know at least that Sky Battle was highly likely to be in from the trailer, so I could see it happen. Then Lime Team makes sense because it's Callum's team, also a pretty well-rounded team. Again, but the opposite. If there's not a lot of PvP games, I think this team does really well because it's a team games, you know, oriented team. So if you have like a bingo, SOT, a grid runners, maybe a new team game, etc., etc. I think this team has a lot of potential, the Lime Team, to do really well. Also, Iskal is not to be underrated. Iskal obviously is one of the people behind Vault Hunters, so a lot of experience in that department. Also, I think did pretty decently well in MCC the one time he played. Now that was like 3 or 4 years ago, but that's still something to note. The rest of the teams, pretty solid. I mean, Aqua Team, sure. Cyan Team, sure. Purple Team, sure. Green, sure. I mean, Green I would put a little bit higher, because I know that they're going to practice. Same with Cyan Team, by the way. I know some people, including myself, were expecting Cyan Team or at least I didn't know if Smallland was going to practice, but I will leak this, okay? I talked to Antfrost, and he said that they are going to practice. So I think Cyan team could be doing pretty well. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how things go. Maybe Callum from All Things MCC will be right, or maybe he will be wrong. I'd give it like a 20-80% chance, maybe. Maybe a little. 5 and 95. There you go. Fun fact, Quig is one of the few event players who have never been out-fragged. Quig and Silver and Mayhem has played like, what, twice? I guess that's still impressive. Quig's one is probably the most impressive because he's played like, what? Like 12 MCCs maybe? Like a couple more or maybe less. So that's a pretty good performance. But then again, the range of events that Quig was actively playing in were not the most balanced ones. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't think there was a chance for Quig to be teamed with anyone that's about his skill level. So him not getting out-fragged on the same team, I guess, makes sense. There's blue team, a purple team, leaked MCC 36 red team. I remember seeing this post. This is after the very interesting and unfortunate team announcement stream in quotations from a week before the teams actually got announced, because I thought there was no way that they were not going to announce the teams that week, and I was wrong, okay? I will admit, I was very wrong. So, yeah, also Jordan not having a shirt on, obviously a very silly, funny little inclusion here, and then with Shane and Scott, I don't know what's, I mean, I guess Shane makes sense, and I guess Scott's just kind of a standard addition here. I like this team. You know, I'd like it. If it's allowed, I'll take it. This is a fun team. I'm down. Obviously, with shirts on, I hope Jordan wouldn't stream MCC with the shirt off. I mean, I guess he could. It's his choice to make, but moving on. Here's me again. Today's MCC news summed up with 2 pictures. Yeah. Pretty interesting moment for sure. Slightly embarrassing, perhaps. Scott Spager, I think all of us in the MCC community would like to thank you for the amount of work you put into the kitchen this MCC. To me, it seems you listened to a lot of the requests from the community and put a lot of duos/trios together that the community has been begging for. We love you, Scott. I agree. I think Scott did a good job. Sorry, I'm a little congested right now. Scott did a good job with the roster this time. Fantastic performance, as I've said on stream a couple of times. I know people were coping on like a Quig and Pete. I don't even remember why, but I think obviously the rest is still fantastic. I don't know why my voice is dropping like this, but it is what it is. Good performance, very good job. Let's go. Number of Twitter replies under each team's announcement. Pink team wipes. Okay, Pink team has about as many replies as the bottom 7 teams combined, which is great. Actually, that's just I just actually lied on the internet probably, but let's go Pink team. I mean, it makes sense. It's like the most insane team that could have kind of dropped for this MCC that is still realistic. I guess they could have made it crazier if they dropped like 5-up sleepy XQC Moxie that we came up with on stream, but I think this fits MCC. This Pink team fits MCC quite a lot more. So yeah. New era of MCC, 1/3 of Hermitcraft server and half of Empire SCP all in one event. Very little involvement left from extra year Dream SCP members. No offense to any of them. Scott going full force of the PG family friendly friend group vibe for MCC now on/pause. And I think that's fantastic, okay? I really think this is the best way forward for MCC, and I hope that Scott and the rest, obviously, of MCC kind of sticks to this avenue. It is more difficult because, not more difficult, but it is a little bit difficult because newcomer editions are going to become pretty tricky. This first batch of players that's been announced is insane, okay? You have, what, technically four Hermitcraft newcomers, if you include Iskal. We're including Iskal because he hasn't played in like 3 to 4 years. That's pretty much a newcomer. If a tester can be considered a newcomer after not playing for 2 years, Shane, then Iskal's a newcomer too, okay? It's like the same thing. Almost. Not really. Anyways. Yeah, 4 Hermitcraft newcomers. Then Feinberg, insane, like, newcomer out of nowhere, I guess. People were highly expecting Curryway, Radoons, or myself to make an appearance before Feinberg, but I think it's a very welcomed surprise that Feinberg makes his appearance before, because obviously Fine is, first of all, larger streamer, so that's better for the event. Fine will bring like an extra couple, almost 1,000 new viewers to MCC, which is huge, obviously. And then second, he's cracked. That's about it. He's really good at the game. But I think this is a good avenue to go in. I also, obviously, from a Block Wars hosting perspective, like that MCC takes this avenue, because Block Wars has kind of taken the opposite avenue, and it means that the events will not kind of overlap too much, which is nice. Not to say that obviously there will be no hermits added to Block Wars, or not to say that there will be no variety streamers added to MCC, but that crossover won't be as significant, probably, which I like. That's good. It's good for both events to have their own little bubbles to perform in, I guess, Next up, Feinberg, already number 5 on the Parkour Warrior leaderboard. I was talking to Fruit and Shane yesterday, or last night, talking about if Fine can beat the record, and it was a very confident, probably not, because Dream's run is pretty well optimized, and as much as Sandwich has done it faster than Dream has, I don't know if it's possible to recreate that, because Sandwich is kind of insane. He's kind of a beast. So, yeah. We joked about being in the retirement home with MCC 24 Pink Parrots. I don't remember exactly what that team was, but I know that there was a team that is like something in the 30s. We've now upgraded to hospice care for MCC Kickoff Pink Parrots. Really though, this has to be the oldest ever MCC team. Impulse is 34, Skiz is 44 until June. Etho is 38. I know people on stream were saying that Etho's age wasn't known, but maybe it is. And while Tango's exact age is unknown, we know he's older than Impulse at least. Oh, interesting. By my memory, no other team comes close to them. Of course not. I know people brought up VOP. I'm not going to say the full name because they've been canceled. But if you know, you know. I think he's like, 120 years old, something like that. But I think this is probably going to be the oldest team you'll see for a while. I don't really know how you could make an older team. Not to say that they're too old, because obviously there is no too old, okay? But respectfully, probably the oldest team of all time. And that's epic. I like that. Pretty sure they have children who are the same age or older than some of the participants in the event. Is that true? Wait, what? Huh? In this event? Is there any children in this event? Hold up. Let me remind myself. Who's like the youngest person in this event? It might be like... it might be... Gaki? Or... shit? Feinberg. It's Feinberg. Feinberg is like 20 or 21, by the way. Insane. Feinberg's the youngest player of this event. That's crazy. Anyways, if the pink team has children that are 20 or older, then first of all, respect to you. And second of all, that's crazy. The state where a US MCC participant lives. Nice way to dox everyone. Goddamn. Anyways, there's a couple states that just only have one player. I'm thinking we force every other player to merge out to different states just to get full representation. You know, I think that's a good idea. I like this. Good idea. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, I'd probably just have to watch a lot of Pete.
I didn't know that there was going to be a clip. If we're talking about Pete and Shane's unreal consistency, well, I don't think I need to watch the clip because the title already says it. Yeah, Pete's pretty consistent and Shane is too. The most consistent? No. But pretty consistent at least, which is good. I'm euphoric. Esco when he comes back to MCC. It's been 3,000 years. Correct. It's been a while. Which MCC VOD is this for you? You are watching an MCC VOD, that one part. Maybe like the one thing I could think of is there a bad moment in one of the VODs I like? I haven't watched an MCC VOD in a while. I'll keep it real. I don't know. It depends on in what way that one part would work out. If you're talking about like a team doing well and then fumbling at the end, you could say like Pink Team from MCC Pride 2021, the one with Techno and Green on it. That one obviously had the fire alarm moment, which is interesting. For the rest, I can't really think of anything. You're taking a small change way too seriously. This is about the event name or whatever. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Don't worry. The event's not going to change because of the name, okay? Small ant like the MCC tweet surely just means he's in copium. So, what's funny was when this got posted on Reddit, I went around and fact-checked some stuff and did my own research. And from this Reddit post, I found out that Smant was in MCC, which is insane. I knew about this for like 2 weeks, obviously, because I was like, okay, well, I guess he's in MCC. That's kind of insane. How am I going to not tell people about this? So that was definitely, that was definitely a thing. Anyways, happy to see Smant in MCC though. I hope he enjoys it. Please don't leave Block Wars, guys. Please, okay. Anyways, I guess it wasn't meant to be. MCC announces a cool new naming system. We won't ever get MCC 69. Hey, you never know. Maybe if Minecraft ever releases the sex updates, maybe you'll never know, guys. Anyways, moving on. Purple reminiscing on Rivals and says he won't be in MCC 36 again. Yeah, I also don't think Purple's going to be in the upcoming Rivals, but I'm sure they're going to do another Rivals in the NA Twitch Rivals. So, or sorry, TwitchCon at wherever it is, San Diego. I don't remember. But I'm sure he's going to be in that one and probably attending. We're so back. We are so back. Duality of the main characters. We're going to end here. Okay, we're going to end here. Joe Bart has 67% win rate across Block Wars and 100% win rate in Block Wars Finale. That's kind of crazy. So wait, 67. So he has 4 wins. So he's played 6 times and won 4. Huh. Am I really gonna have to nerf Joe Bart? I don't know if I want to do that. I don't. By the way, we don't give him OP teams on purpose. I don't think we've ever given Joe a team that was purposefully strong. We just always put him on a team that either worked nice or whatever, right? But there was always something that caused the team to do well. The main examples that were unexpected were rookies, which is our fault. We should have known that Handsome Fella was going to go from 40th to like 15th or whatever. That should have been predicted, obviously. It was so obvious that was going to happen. Anyways, yeah, the only time we technically nerfed Joe was the blue team from Block Wars 10, because when we made that team, when Anthos and I made that team, when I made that team and talked to Anthos about it, I said, Anthos, I have an idea. You can have this really funny team, but you're probably gonna lose pretty bad because it's slightly underpowered. But then you do, like, this will be your one nerf team, because Anthos had also been getting a good amount of wins. So I was like, you either get this really cool team, but you'll probably lose, or you get probably not as cool of a team. And then he was like, okay, I want the cool team. So he got the cool team. Hey, respectable. And then Captain Sparkles has 8% win rate across MC Championship and 43% win rate in Dodge Bolts. Yes. 43? How many fractions not fractions, how many Dodge Bolts do you need to play in to get to that? He's won like 3 times. So what divided, or 3 divided by what is like 4.3? That has to be like no, wait, how many? Oh wait, win rate in Dodge Bolt. So he's won 3, right? 2? No, it has to be 3. But how does it make 40? Oh, 42.5. That's like 3 out of 8. Nice. Anyways, thanks for attending the math class here. I don't know why I was doing that. Anyways, maybe we'll see a Jobart and Captain Sparkles duo. Probably, if it happens, it would be in Block Wars. I don't know if Joe's going to be in MCC anytime soon. Maybe in MCC Rising, if I want to team with him. I mean, I'd like to. I don't know if he'd be down. Anyways, thank you for watching this 30-minute long MCC Reddit Roundup, as per usual. Like I said, I'll be live. Okay, I'll be live. So please be there. That would be very epic and nice. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.